Welcome to the fifth in this series of presentations that have been developed as part of the Plymouth College of Art and Atlantic Youth Creative Hub's Creative Entrepreneurs Business Incubation Programme. The programme was designed to support young creative entrepreneurs by providing the fundamental skills required to develop an idea, plan and start a business, and ultimately take their products or services to market. Through a series of workshops, events, and mentoring, participants increase their business knowledge, gain confidence to start a new business, and develop their professional practice. My name is Mark Cotton, and I've produced this series of presentations to capture and share the content of the AYCH workshops, creating a resource for future reference. Diversification is a form of growth marketing strategy that seeks to increase profitability through greater sales. This session looks at the basics of product diversification and the associated risks. In a previous presentation, we looked at the value proposition canvas and how you can use the value proposition canvas to map out how your products meet your customer needs. You achieve a fit when your value map meets your customer profile, when your products and services produce pain relievers and gain creators that match the jobs, pains, and gains that are important to your customers. But having developed your product and service and identified gain creators and pain relievers in response to customer gains, pains, and jobs, which you've gathered through developing customer insight, how do you then focus on growing the business? Igor Ansoff, a mathematician and business manager known as the father of strategic management, describes four growth alternatives. The first is through market penetration, where growth is achieved through existing products and services in existing markets. In other words, you increase your market share in a current market scenario. This can be achieved by selling more products or services to established customers or by finding new customers within existing markets. Basically, you're looking for increased sales for your present products in present markets through more aggressive promotion and distribution, for example. And this can be accomplished by dropping your prices, increasing your promotion, acquisition of a rival in the same market, or modest product refinements. The second growth strategy is market development, expanding into new markets using existing value propositions and also with minimal product or service development. This can be accomplished by different customer segments, commercial buyers for goods that were previously sold only to retail customers, new areas or regions of the country, or foreign markets with your existing product or service. This strategy is more likely to be successful where you have a unique product technology and where it benefits from economies of scale if you increase output, for example, or where the new market is not too different from the one you already have experience of. The third growth strategy is through product development, creating new products and services targeted at existing markets to achieve growth. This involves extending the product range available to your existing markets. These products may be obtained by investment and research and development of additional products, or acquisition to produce someone else's product, or buying in the product and then badging it as your own brand, or joint development with another company who need access to your distribution channel or brands. And finally, the fourth growth strategy is full diversification. This is where you grow market share by introducing new products or services into new markets. Market penetration is the least risky of the growth strategies as you are utilizing existing products in existing markets. Market or product development growth strategies involve more risk, as you will need to either invest in developing new markets or new products. Diversification, however, is the most risky of the growth strategies because both product and market development is required simultaneously. So let's think about a company we are all familiar with. And let's explore where Coca-Cola sits on the Ansoff matrix. Market penetration. As we've already said, this strategy involves an attempt to increase market share within existing industries, either by selling more product to established customers or by finding new customers within these markets, typically by adapting the promotion element of the marketing mix. Due to the incredible strength of Coca-Cola's brand, the company has been able to utilize market penetration annually by creating an association between Coca-Cola and Christmas, such as through the Coca-Cola Christmas advert, which helps boost sales during the festive period. What about market development? As we know, this strategy entails finding a new group of buyers for an existing product. The launch of Coke Zero in 2005 was a classic example of this. Its concept being identical to Diet Coke. The great taste of Coca-Cola, but with zero sugar and low calories. Diet Coke was launched more than 30 years ago. And whilst more females drink it every day than any other soft drink brand, it came to light that young men shied away from it due to its consequential perception of being a woman's drink. With its shiny black can and polar opposite advertising campaigns, Coke Zero successfully generated a more masculine appeal and developed a new market for the same almost identical product. How has Coca-Cola approached product development? As discussed previously, this involves developing new products for existing markets by thinking about how new products can meet customer needs more closely and outperform competitors. A prime example of product development for growth was the launch of Cherry Coke in 1985, Coca-Cola's first extension beyond its original recipe, and a strategy prompted by small-scale competitors who had identified a profitable opportunity to add cherry-flavored syrup to cola-based drinks. Coca-Cola developed and adopted this new cherry-flavored product and has since gone on to successfully launch other flavored variants, including lime, lemon, vanilla. What about diversification? We can break diversification down into two subsets, if you like. So related diversification involves the production of a new category of goods that complements the existing portfolio in order to penetrate a new but related market. In 2007, Coca-Cola spent a massive $4.1 billion to acquire Glaxo, including its health drink brand Vitamin Water. With a year-on-year decline in sales of carbonated soft drinks like Coca-Cola, the brand anticipated the drinks market heading towards less sugary future, so jumped on board the growing health drink sector. Unrelated diversification involves entry into a new industry that lacks similarities with the company's existing markets. Coca-Cola generally avoids risky adventures into unknown territories and can instead utilize its brand strength to continue growing within the drinks industry. That said, Coca-Cola offers official merchandise from pens and glasses to fridges, therefore exploiting its strong brand advocacy through this strategy. To penetrate and grow customer base in the existing market, a company may cut their prices, improve distribution, invest more in marketing, and increase existing production capacity. Brands such as Heineken are known for spending a lot on marketing in order to penetrate their markets. In addition, they try to maximize the use of distribution channels by making attractive deals with a large variety of distributors, such as supermarkets, restaurants, bars, and football stadiums, for example. Product development is about developing and selling new products to existing markets. Companies could, for example, make some modifications in the existing products to give increased value to the customers for their purchase, or develop and launch new products alongside a company's existing product offering. And a classic example of product development is Apple, launching a brand new iPhone every few years. Other examples can be found in the pharmaceutical industry, where Companies such as Pfizer are heavily investing in research and development in order to come up with new and innovative drugs to strengthen their place in the market and increase their market share. If market development is about selling more of the company's existing products to new market, then this strategy is about reaching new customer segments or expanding internationally by targeting new geographic areas. If a company's product is doing exceptionally well in one market, why not try to enter a new market with the same products? This is what IKEA has done over the past few decades in order to become one of the biggest furniture retailers in the world. IKEA started off expanding to new markets relatively close in terms of culture as to its home country in Sweden, before targeting more challenging geographic areas such as China and the Middle East. Diversification strategies are about entering new markets with new products that are either related or completely unrelated to a company's existing offer. Diversification in turn can be classified into three types of diversification strategies: concentric or horizontal diversification, or related diversification, is about entering a new market with a new product that's somehow related to a company's existing product. Conglomerate diversification, or unrelated diversification, on the other hand, is about entering a new market with a new product that is completely unrelated to a company's existing offer. And finally, the vertical diversification or vertical integration means removing backward or forward in the value chain by taking control over activities that used to be outsourced to third parties like suppliers or distributors. A great example of a conglomerate is Samsung, which is operating in businesses varying from computers to phones to refrigerators to chemicals, insurances, and hotel chains. With all of the growth strategies, it's critical that you understand your customers. And in order to really understand, you might need to shift your perspective and take a more customer-centric design approach rather than an organization-centric one. So instead of asking, what can we sell customers? Maybe ask, what jobs do our customers need to get done and how can we help? And what are our customers' aspirations and how can we help live up to them? Instead of asking, what relationships do we need to establish with our customers? Ask yourself, what relationships do our customers expect us to establish with them? And then how can we make money from our customers? A customer-centric approach means that you're asking yourself, for what value or values are customers truly willing to pay? And don't forget, with all of the growth strategies, you might need to reconsider and review your value proposition. So revisiting your value proposition canvas is essential if you want to keep developing and growing and selling more of your product. Ask yourself these questions. Do I genuinely understand how my customers feel? Do I understand my customers emotionally in terms of their wants, needs, and fears, or jobs, pains, and gains? Using the value proposition canvas to help develop your growth strategies will help you in the longer term. Thanks for taking the time to watch this presentation from the AYCH Creative Entrepreneurs Business Incubation Program. Please join me for the next in the series. Goodbye.